Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're not doing a cook, we actually have a product video. It's been a little while since we've done a product video, so when Ooni got in touch and asked if I wanted to check out these two ovens, do a little bit of a comparison on them, I had to give it a go. I've kind of been a long time lurker of Ooni. I've actually cooked on a few of them over the years, not necessarily on the channel, but just through a few different opportunities popped up to try them, right back whenever it was the Ooni 3. UUNI, not OO, and then I've cooked on the likes of the Fira and Karoo, so this is actually the first time cooking on a gas one, so I had to give it a go. I really wanted to see what they were like compared to the others. So today we are checking out the Ooni Koda 2 and the Ooni Koda 2 Pro. Now these are kind of the lower end of the range of Kodas. There's actually one above this. So Koda 2 is a 14-inch oven, Koda 2 Pro is an 18-inch oven, then you have the Koda 2 Max, and that's a big 24-inch oven. So today we're going with the 14 and the 18, and we want to have a look at the differences in them and what kind of happens whenever you go up that step. So I kind of feel like I'm hiding behind them here, so I will move them off the table. I'll bring them in one at a time and we'll talk about the features of them and then the differences. So this is the Ooni Koda 2. It is the second evolution of the original Ooni Koda, which was the first kind of gas powered pizza oven. Coming up from that first one, there are a couple of changes. So size wise, we've moved from a 12-inch pizza oven up to a 14-inch pizza oven, so it gives that little bit more space inside it. Now it's not necessarily large enough to be roasting chickens and that kind of stuff, but you can still cook the likes of steaks and sort of smaller cuts of meat inside it. There's still plenty of space for that. As with all the gas ovens, there is no door on the front of it, it is fully open. So the Koda 2 is a single burner at the back and it travels up along the roof of the oven. It's the new GS2 gas burner as well, so it has much better efficiency and much better heat distribution, so you've got less cold spots in it as well. You can kind of see in the video here the controls are on the side of it now rather than out the back. It makes it much easier to handle whenever the controls are at the side, because you're kind of working at the front of the oven and you can kind of reach around the side and you don't have to come all the way around the back. And if you're cooking somewhere like in my shack and it's sitting with the control pushed against the back wall, it gets very awkward to get in at something like that. So I think that makes complete sense to have it on the side. It comes with the regulator and hose attached, which is a bonus. There are plenty of ovens out there where you open up the box and you realize this part isn't included in it. So that is a big win for me. So as far as thermometers and stuff go, there is nothing in this oven. This is kind of the entry point, and then the thermometers are introduced in the Pro. So there's nothing to tell you the ambient or the stone temperature inside it. So for this, you're going to want to use something like the Ooni infrared thermometer. It's just a laser you can point in the center of the stone and give you a reading of what the temperature's at, and then you'll know if it's heated up. Talking of heating up, it takes about 20 minutes to get up to temperature. It has a temperature range of 190 to 500 degrees C. If you're wanting to cook those famous 60 to 90 second pizzas that Ooni always talk about, you're going to want that up nice and high, but you have the control there at the side just to turn it down. So good temperature range there. 190 is a nice kind of roasting temperature as well, so if you are doing a smaller cut of meat, you can get it in there and it's not cooking at those crazy high temperatures. And weight wise, this is coming in at 16 kilos, so it is a portable oven. These legs fold in, so it kind of closes down in height wise. There's no chimney to worry about on the gas ones, and you can get the carry covers for them, so if you do want to take it away with you, it's perfectly reasonable to do so. Now, the same probably couldn't be said for the Pro. Okay, welcome to the Pro. Quite a sizable difference in them. So we go from a 14-inch cooking capacity up to an 18-inch cooking capacity, which means a much bigger and beefier oven. This one weighs almost double what the 14 does, so it comes in around 30 kilos, which is manageable. If you were taking it for a picnic, you could easily lift it into the boot of the car and lift it out of the boot of the car, but you're not going to be strapping this one to your back and carrying it up a mountain to have pizza with a view. But that's not what it's designed for. To me, if you're going to be doing that kind of thing on the day and daily, you're definitely going to want to go for the 14-inch one. This is more of a leave it at home, already set up pizza oven. So similarities, obviously the design is very similar in it. We have the controls over at this side, but now we have two burners, so there's a burner on each side of the barbecue. I'm too used to talking about barbecues in this channel. Of the oven, there's burners on either side and they're all controlled by that one valve at the right hand side of the oven. This also comes with a regulator and hose already attached, but it's kind of, whenever you get to the front of the oven here, you can see some of the differences. So I'll go stand up for this bit. The first thing you'll notice is this extra little device down at the bottom here. It is turned on, but you maybe can't see it on the camera, I'm not sure. This is the Ooni Connect temperature hub. So It is a digital temperature hub that can read. There's a probe in the side of the oven here, kind of down just above stone level, and the temperature readout that's on this will tell you the temperature just above the stone level in the oven. So that way you can kind of monitor that ambient temperature at the level of where your pizza is going to be. You would also use this for an oven like this just to check for hot spots, but having those dual burners on each side should really do away with most of those hot spots. Now with the bigger size also gives you then the option to roast slightly bigger cuts of meat, and so they also include a meat probe as well. So this can plug into the Ooni Connect, then go inside the oven and into your piece of meat, and that way you can kind of monitor the temperature of that as well. They call it the Ooni Connect because it obviously connects to the Ooni app. So if you're preheating your oven, you can turn it on, go back into the house and open your app, and that will give you a temperature reading from the oven itself, so you know whenever it's up to temperature. Similarly, if you are roasting a piece of meat, you can plug this in and you can read the temperature from this on the app as well. So it just allows that little bit of connectivity. The app is really good too. We're going to do pizzas later on in this, and I have actually made the dough using their dough calculator, and so far it's looking really nice. So the other difference is you can see it's actually 2 stones. So rather than one big large stone going inside this, they've split it in half, and then you can also notice this little glass windscreen. So this is kind of designed to keep some of the heat in the oven. As the heat rolls up across the roof, it'll be very easy because there's no door for it just to escape out the top. So this kind of forces the heat back down onto the stone again and keeps most of it inside the oven. I remember cooking on a few of the older Oonis, and they kind of had that heat shield on the inside that whenever the flame licked up across and came to the front of the oven, it was pushed back down again. So this kind of serves a similar purpose. It is removable. There are little screws on the side here. You can take it out if you want to get access. If you're putting in a larger cut of meat, it's going to be very hard to squeeze it under that glass door. But if you're just doing pizzas, the gap here is more than enough. So as far as specs go, this one has a slightly wider temperature range. So you're going from about 160 up to 500 C. And with it being a much bigger oven, it does take a little bit longer to heat up. So you're talking about a 30-minute heat up time. So you're going to want to turn this on ahead of time if you're going to take that roughly sort of half an hour to heat up. I forgot to mention with the Koda 2, recharge times in between pizzas is very similar on these. So you're talking just over 2.5 minutes on this one versus just under 3 minutes for the Koda 2. So that is whenever you take a pizza out, you want to let it run for that kind of 2.5 to 3 minutes just to build up the heat in the stone again and inside the oven before you put your next pizza in. But that's basically, you take that pizza into the house, get your next one, bring it out, and the time's already passed. So figures are very similar for both of them. So whilst this is a first look video, I do want to make some pizzas. I think the best way to test them out, or at least see how they cook, is to fire them up and put a few pizzas into them. It's not going to give me an idea of how they're going to perform over time, and to be honest, the first time cooking on a new oven never tends to go well. You always have kind of a scrapper pizza at the start, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But unfortunately, I only have one tank of gas, so we're going to have to kind of use them one at a time. But I'll go through, I'll fire them up, take some footage of me making a few pizzas on them, and then we'll come back and I'll kind of talk through what my thoughts are on them, who I think they're for, if I think they're any good. And I'm also interested to kind of talk about that Ooni Connect app as well, just to see if some of the smart features in it are in fact smart, or if the app's kind of just another gimmick. So here's some clips of me hopefully making successful pizzas. If we immediately cut back to me, you'll know it hasn't gone very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. Once again, welcome aboard the just going to get ready to go on the front flight time today, so it's going to be 2 hours. Direction you're from, please, right turn after departure. About cruise down to 36,000 feet. Couple of ahead, wind.
Okay, pizzas have been made and they were unbelievable. So we weren't going for a completely scientific test. I tried to keep things as similar as possible. So we were doing kind of like a Philly cheese steak. So I had a nice ribeye from Hillstown Farm Shop, sliced that up nice and thin. That went on top of the pizza raw. First time actually doing steak on the pizza, and it turned out really well. I was definitely happy with it, and I do have another ribeye in there, so I'll be doing it again. With some thinly sliced peppers and onions, and then we had sort of cubed up mozzarella and a little bit of Edam cheese as well. So the first one fired up was the Pro. Did take it, I would say, 25 minutes to half an hour to get up to temperature. I didn't take it all the way up to 500. From previous experience cooking on Ooni's, now that's the first time I've ever cooked on one of their bigger models. Everything else I've cooked on has always been around 12, but whenever you take them as hot as they can go, sometimes you can get a little bit frantic. Whenever you're trying to move camera about and make pizzas, it can get a little bit stressful, so I kept it a little bit lower. Temperature definitely seemed to be even. The pizza cooked really well. I would maybe say the stone could have been a little bit hotter and then the ambient temperature a little bit lower, so it's finding that balance. But this is my first time cooking in this oven. I was never going to get it right, so my aim was to have an edible pizza at the end of it, and I think I done okay. I definitely ate it, put it that way. Now the Pro has the Ooni Connect. I have to say I really like that app. Having the dough calculator in there where you can work it out, I've never really understood like percentage hydration and all that kind of stuff, and the app just made it so simple. The dough worked really well. There was a nice rise on it. The cook went really nice, the crust was nice on it. I've always used the Ooni dough recipe, any pizza I've made, but that calculator definitely, whenever you're trying to work out how many dough balls you want, invaluable. But as far as the actual connectivity of it, so you can kind of set it up, it'll display the temperature the same as it displays on the little dial on the front of the oven. But you can also track your kind of session, so it'll record on a graph as the temperature rises up. You can time it as well to say how long it took, so you can kind of see if it's had that 25 minutes to half an hour heat up time, and then you can save those sessions along with photos and stuff as well. So I think I'll be diving into it a bit more, but first impressions on it worked really well. Connectivity was fine, it reaches to my kitchen. It is Bluetooth connectivity, so you're never going to get like hundreds and hundreds of meters away, but it was so easy to connect, and it worked really well, so I'm more than happy with it. Then after we'd had that pizza, it seemed a bit of a shame to heat that whole thing up for one pizza, but after we had that one, we turned on the Ooni Koda 2 and give it a go. So it's the 14-inch version. There's no temperature gauge or anything on this one, so we just turned it on full and kept an eye on it. Flame seemed to be nice and even out the back of it, and it did roll across the roof quite nicely. I was always skeptical. I was always kind of skeptical on whether gas ovens would give you that same flame as a wood-fired oven, but I was pleasantly surprised, I have to say. Now I think this pizza, although it did burn crust slightly, it was only I caught it in the nick of time, but I think it came out slightly better. But I don't think it's anything to do with the oven. I think it's more to do with, I kind of learnt my lessons cooking on the Pro, but also I'm used to cooking on that size of oven, and I've used in the past were all that kind of size, so I just felt a little more familiar. I knew exactly where to put the pizza and try kind of back to front the temperature difference. Plus the Pro has the heat coming from both sides, whereas the 2 only has it coming from the back. So again, that's what I was used to, so I think that's why it worked a little bit better. I could kind of do those 90-degree turns because the heat was all coming from one direction. Again, that is all practice. That just needs time cooking with the oven and getting used to that coming from both sides. Even after cooking those 2 pizzas, then we decided, because I had the ovens out, the family would have pizzas, so I made 4 extra dough balls. I made everybody pizzas afterwards, and once again, the very last pizza I did was probably the best one. I didn't do clips of it because it was just our dinner. But it's one of those things, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So don't buy an oven and then expect to hit it out of the park first time. It's not going to happen. There's a definite learning curve on it. If you go into the Ooni community on Facebook, you will see lots of people posting their first attempts at it, and rarely do they ever come out brilliant, but you'll always end up with edible pizza at the end of it. But if you do stick with it, I'm pretty sure the gas ones felt a little more calm to me. Trying to manage a fire, especially in the pellet ones, I wasn't a fan of the pellet ones, but cooking on the likes of the Ooni Koda, where you had to manage a charcoal wood fire, you were always kind of maybe running out of steam halfway through a pizza, or it didn't quite come up to temperature right because it was so hard to judge it. Again, that's just another learning curve. If you're happy to get away from the wood-fired flavour, you can go for gas for more convenience and more controllability. Controllability, a word. think it is. So what's the verdict? They kind of lived up to my expectations. They're 100% really good ovens. They're well built, they're sturdy. One little gripe I have with the Pro, and I know it's not supposed to be a portable oven, but it's very hard to lift it. Not because of the weight, because there's nowhere really easy to grab hold of it. So it'd have been nice if they kind of thought of that and put just something kind of little indented handles or something underneath it that you can catch with your fingertips. I'm so terrified of dropping it every time I move it. But there's no rescue. The stones are all well in there and they're held in with the lips, so they're never going to slide out on you. It's just that bulk of the oven whenever you're trying to move it about. But like I say, it's not designed for moving about. That's what the 14-inch version's for, and it's more than easy to lift. So yeah, I will leave links below if you want to check them out, have a look at them. Massive thank you to Ooni for sending them over and letting me play with them. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to kind of keep going with them. Now that I have one of my own, I don't have to give back to anybody. I can certainly start the process of learning how to make good pizza. If you have either of these ovens and you've been cooking on them for a while and you've got any tips for me, I'd love to hear them. Plus anybody else who finds this video who is thinking of getting it or has just got one, all those kind of tips will be really useful down in the comments. So let's turn the comment section into a little bit of a Wikipedia for how to cook on the Ooni Koda 2 and the Ooni Koda 2 Pro. And as always, leave any questions below. If I know the answers, I will happily answer. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, very good. Once again,